That's the power of a one-handed sword cut. Remember that for the rest of this video. Join me for Samurai Day 2024 in Michigan, November the 30th. Right guys, Shinjin Ryu or Muhyoshi Ryu, which is they're the same school if you like, they're from the same master, and today we're going to be talking about a sidestep and a strike, okay? You're going to have a very Bruce Lee attitude to this one, because it says when you basically strike and come off centre, you've got to end up on your tiptoes. So we're going for, which we're finding in classical swordsmanship, is side-on approach, yeah? Side-on approach, more of a crab walk, like this, and when the enemy comes to strike down at you, you've got to be moving off line onto your tiptoes, okay? Moving off line onto your tiptoes so they miss you slightly, but of course they can just cut you, so you have to follow up or at the same time strike them, okay? So it's the, and you can go for the long one, you can come in for a short one, and of course you can do this on the back foot, but you've got to be light on your feet. You've got to be light on your feet. So there's less of this, less formal. It's possibly two-handed. It doesn't say in the manual whether it is, but most likely, because it's a short sword, it's one-handed and it'll be very quick movements, okay? Yep. So we've come to draw, something to come in, and we're on, and that's it. You're striking and cutting hand up. Remember the power of the cut. So let's have a talk about that as we go through with some of the other folks.
Over here. So I can be this close. When I float out, I can push back.
Thank you very much to the volunteers who helped me here. Don't forget, guys, if you want to get on one of my videos, just send me some information and I will, if you've got somewhere you can film, and I will send you what you need to do and you can get on the next video. So please do that. Now here, we'll just watch Nick go through a few different maneuvers, just going through things. But basically, what we've got here is a Muhyoshi Ryu stroke Shinjin Ryu technique. Basically, that means it comes from the Hagihara family. And what we do here is, as I said, you've got almost that Bruce Lee feel of that spring in your feet, because you need to be able to be quick here, because if you're in the way of that sword coming down, you will die. Remember, you don't always have to be off line of attack. It's not one of those things you have to do, but sometimes you do. There's times you get off the line of attack and sometimes you don't. And this is one of those whiskers, midges, dicks sort of amounts you get off and cut. So you've got to be cutting that guy's hands before he can, return a swing towards you, and or cut to his, cheek, jowl, throat area. So it all depends on the distancing. So don't forget, have a go at it. And as I say, thanks to my volunteers, for these guys are just doing it for the fun of it and off their own back and helping me out. So please, if you would like to get on the camera, do have a go. But before we go, let's have a look at Nick again, cutting things, because we always like a bit of violence and striking and cutting. So you imagine a one-handed cut to the wrist like we saw at the beginning. That's what you're hoping to achieve with your wakizashi short sword. So when I go to America, which is this November, guys, if you're interested, this November the 30th, I will be training in this dojo there with Nick, and where I'm hoping we can do some cutting at some point over the weekend, and with a one-handed wakizashi, so we can see how much damage this would do to the actual wrist of a person. Remember, with these things, guys, it doesn't matter if it goes all the way through or not. That's not the point of it. The point is, how deep can you cut into the human body? So thank you very much for Nick and all the others. As I said, I will be there on the 30th of November this year. All the information will be given below.